Hey everyone, today we have an introduction to the offside rule. This video is designed to be a simple overview for youth players. There are two main components to understanding the offside rule. The first component is, what does it mean to be in an offside position? And just because you're in an offside position doesn't mean the referee is going to call offsides. So the second component becomes, well, when is the referee actually going to call it? So we'll discuss both of those here. Okay, here we have the blue team attacking up toward the top of the screen. The 10 has the ball. The red team is defending. Okay, the first key point is you can only be offside in the opponent's half. So you don't have to worry about it until you cross the half line. Once we're in the opponent's half, we need to identify the offside line, which is usually the second to last defender. What that means, the last defender is the defender that's closest to the goal line, and usually that's the goalkeeper. The second to last defender is the next closest defender to the goal line, usually a center back. The second to last defender is the offside line. It's an imaginary line that runs the length of the field. If you cross that line, you're in an offside position. Here, the 9 moves into an offside position. But remember, it's not yet an offense, so the 9 can come back onside. The defenders can also step up. That moves the offside line, and now the 9's in an offside position. Remember, any defender can be the second or last defender, so watch those center backs. The deepest one is usually the second to last defender. Also be on the lookout for the outside backs to drop deeper than the center back and become the second to last defender. In this case, it creates some good space onside behind the center backs for the 9. Okay, so we said the second to last defender is usually the offside line. When are they not? It's when the ball goes past the defensive line and then the ball becomes the offside line. In this case, the 7 can run onto the ball regardless of the defender's positions. As long as any attacking player is behind the ball, they're onside. If they move ahead of the ball, they're now in an offside position. Players need to adjust their runs to stay onside. When a ref's looking to see if you're in an onside position, he's not looking at your arms, just your body, head, and feet. Any part you can play the ball with, not your arms or hands. Okay, so that was the basics of what it means to be in an offside position. The next part, when is it an offense? When is the referee going to call it? The key point here is that's an offense when the ball's played forward by the attacking team and the player in the offside position is active in the play. So as a player, what's your position the moment of the pass? Here, the 7 moves in the offside position, the ball's passed, the 7 is called offside. But if the 7 times their run properly and crosses the offside line after the attacking player passes the ball forward, the 7 is onside. So it's the position, the moment the ball's touched forward that matters here. Okay, a quick review. Two main components to offside. One, being in an offside position, which means you're in opponent's half and ahead of the second last defender and the ball. But the ref doesn't call it until the ball is played forward by an attacking teammate, and only if the player in the offside position is active in the play. Okay, so this covers the basics of the rule. Remember, there are more details and nuances to the rule, but this is most of what you need to know.